Asamoah Gyan was a better captain than Stephen Appiah. Do you agree or disagree?
Asamoah Gyan,
I disagree.
I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
To be moved.
I disagree. I disagree because at the point when Stephen was appointed Black Stars captain, the team wasn't as good as Gyan got it when he was captain. And Stephen was also fighting a lot. Fighting in terms of having to fight certain people who were a bit more senior than him to stay captain of the Black Stars. And after that, he led the country to a first ever World Cup. After that World Cup, AFCON 2008, which, he didn't do too much in. But I think that consistent, even the run to the 2006 World Cup just showed that he had that charisma. It took so much. The whole country had to come together to rally behind the Black Stars. And Stephen had to take a lot to also get that energy from the people for his team to perform well. And I think that it was a lot more work on him at that time than it was on Gyan. Gyan had his leadership quality. He had a different approach. He used singing, dancing, trying to rally the boys behind, which worked for him. But I think that Stephen had different leadership qualities, and just what he was able to achieve within that time was just telling.
I think it's a tale of two different forms of leadership, where you're seeing Appiah is like a born leader. As he said, in his young days, he was picked as captain over the likes of Sami Kufuor and all that. Yeah. He just exudes that charisma, and I think it's a natural trait that he has. For Gyan, he's leading by his talent, where on the pitch you're seeing him give his all, and so that kind of inspires his followers. It's a bit difficult for me because I wished, as a captain, Appiah was more available. Yeah. Because in that moment, you were sharing that armband a lot with John Mensah.
I agree.
And that's because when Gyan was captain, Gyan was always available. He was always going to play. Yeah. But Gyan also has his bad side where, the whole controversies with the armband, the customization, and then his off the field issues when he became captain.
A lot of that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, as a captain.
A lot of that shouldn't happen.
So that's why I'm in the middle, because I thought Appiah didn't get too many games to the armband.
But Appiah had a bigger legacy. Because the thing is, just the run to the 2006 World Cup is enough to give Appiah some level of status when it comes to ranking captains in this country. There was an issue where people were saying he's the greatest ever captain, which people will not particularly agree, especially in the older generation. But I think that Appiah has a place. Top 5 captains in Ghana, Appiah has a place. Gyan may not get in, may not.
Yeah. I think
Okay.